When Curtis presented his findings, his research, and the slides to me, I was blown away. I mean, every single slide had details about all of our players that had played for us and their statistics. It was amazing because we've never really looked at any analytics of what we do, other than the fact that we're fortunate every game sells out, and we win more games. But seeing it broken down this much, I was like, this is special. This is really special. And so I immediately forwarded to Coach Tyler Gillum. Then I sent it to Jared, our president. I sent it to my dad. I'm sending it to everybody. I'm like, look, we do play better because of the fun. Anyone that's against all this craziness that we have at our ballpark and all the hijinks, well, it actually works.
So the overall question that I was trying to answer when I started this is, what makes playing for the Savannah Bananas different? These are great findings. Obviously, we have something that says these players did better from one point to another, but we can't really chalk that up to we know why. We can't say for sure it was because of the environment, it was because of the culture, it was because of anything. Just say, yes, these players did better. And even controlling for things like how well they did before, they did better. So we can say, yes, these aren't just better players. But beyond that, could be a lot of anything. To continue to follow up with this before the 2020 season, Jesse was kind enough to let me sit in the dugout and observe the players really up close and see how do they react to certain situations, how do they interact with Coach Gillum and the other coaches, what sort of emotions and behaviors are they showing when certain things are happening during the game. So there was a really unique opportunity to get to see what's really going on with this culture and with this environment, to see how are people responding and is it causing something with their on-the-field performance.
The culture at the Bananas absolutely empowers the players. I think empowers being the operative word. It lets them know that we practice what we preach. We're not just saying, hey, go have a little fun, and then leave them alone. We are doing it ourselves. Jesse's out there, the owner of the company is out there in a yellow tuxedo, proving that we are practicing what we preach.
The culture of the Bananas, of what we believe in, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about getting better and growing and caring. And when you put all those things into one, you get a really fun environment that allows you to prosper, allows you to grow, allows you to have fun, allows you to play loose.
When the players see the responses that Jesse gets and Tyler, on the mic and all the other little things, they want to be a part of it. It's natural. I think we're social creatures to some degree, most of us, and we want to be a part of it. And when you feel like you're part of something that's bigger than yourself, it's a lot of fun. It's really special.
From the outside, it looks like everybody's having a lot of fun, everybody's just screwing around, and there's really not a lot going on. That it's just this loose atmosphere where people don't care and they are just trying to put on a show and have a good time. I think I had this impression when I first went to see it, that that's what was going on. But what I learned is they work very, very hard to do this. Everything is very scripted and organized in order to put on the show for the fans.
Everything starts for us well before the players show up here to play for the Bananas. Our coaching staff, starting first with Sean West and then Tyler Gillum, they prepare the players to know what they're getting into. And because we have so many videos of the player music videos and player dances, they're aware that this isn't your normal baseball team. So they know they're coming into something different. And our coaches do a great job of saying, hey, you're not just a baseball player here. It's fans first. It's about entertainment.
The entertainment piece in Banana Land is huge. So we're trying to be the best entertainment team in the country and also be the best team on the field. So we're trying to be the best at everything. And so when we bring players in here, they know from social media, like, hey, I've got to be able to do a dance, or I've got to be able to go and stand and give roses to little girls, or eat dinner in the middle of the second inning with a grandma, or put a tutu on and do a circle or do a backflip, whatever it is. So how those people are chosen, how those players are chosen, is based on really who's playing that night, who's not playing, pitchers that are hot, pitchers that are not hot that night. And sometimes, guys jump in and they want to do it all, like, again, Alex Dancing Deegan, he does the dance in the second inning. He'll go do Hey Baby in the fourth. He'll go do something else in the seventh, and then he'll be warming up, and then he'll close the game in the ninth. And that's what Flip the Switch is, right? So going from the entertainment to the baseball, back to the entertainment, back to the baseball on a flip of a switch with no loss of enthusiasm or energy, and we can be focused on wherever we're at in that moment.
One question I had for the players about everything that goes on with the show is if it interferes with the game itself. Do they ever get distracted by doing this? Is it ever something that makes it such that they don't think they can focus on the game? And the surprising answer was no, but also that they thought that there was actually benefit in doing it.
So playing at Grayson Stadium, the entertainment piece gets the fans going. And so when the fans get going, when you got 4,000 fans, 5,000 fans in the stadium, hooping and hollering, yelling, screaming, man, that gives all of us a boost, especially if you're playing like 10 games in a row, 7 games in a row, 5 games in a row. It's hot, it's 95 degrees, it's humidity, and you come home to Grayson Stadium and you do all of the entertainment stuff. Like it gets you fired up.
The mental game of baseball is huge. And it's very easy when you're having a tough game to get in your head and worry and focus on all the negative things that are happening. But then if something bad's happening during a game and then you gotta out dance and you gotta entertain your fans, or you gotta throw bananas from the grandstand towards fans, it's very easy then to get out of that negative emotion, that negative feeling that you have, and just realize that, hey, we're here to have fun. And it's no big deal. And it gets you to your next at bat, or your next opportunity on the mound, or your next opportunity in the field.
Overall, I have a lot of interesting information and a lot of data that points back to the initial statement that Jesse made, that the team plays better because of the culture, because they have fun when they're playing. And I would say at this point, the evidence really strongly supports that claim. This all seems to work because the culture is such that people are brought in that will fit into the culture, that will buy into what's going on, and will work to continue to develop that culture, work as hard as they can, and deliver that product at the end of the day.
I think what makes playing for the Bananas different is that every aspect, from Jesse and Emily to the rest of the staff, to the entertainment team, to Tyler and his coaching staff, it all promotes a very free, fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, positive reinforcement atmosphere.
We started having fun because we had to, because the game had lost the fun. It was too boring, too serious. Everything about statistics and wins and losses. We threw that out the door and said, you know what? Let's just keep focusing on having fun. Let's make that the center of everything we do. And it has guided us through 5 years of winning seasons, of record-setting attendance, and fans that are leaving the ballpark saying, this was an absolute blast.
Fun is a big piece of what we do, right? I mean, if you take it back when you're 12 years old, you're 10 years old, and you're playing the game for fun, and there's not any stresses in it. So when you take a look at the whole scheme of things, the entire environment, talented players, you got a good coaching staff, the organization is ran really well, you got a packed house stadium, there's energy everywhere, guys have fun, guys play better.